like an intro thing and shit.
Okay, so this is another game stolen from Reddit. Not sure about the level from this one, but I have provided the initiative to get this going, and hopefully Tad here will provide the expertise necessary to analyze it.
Oh no.
So, yeah, I think it was an all-pick game, and let's get it started. 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go.
So what do you have to say about these two teams, Tad?
Well,
Someone's having
I
technical
think we see
difficulties.
that probably not really high-level teams. We can see some unusual hero choices, not seen in the meta. Death Prophet, almost never seen. But I think 6.79, he got like I think it's like a 43% buff on his ult, which is huge. And
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think that Death Prophet is necessarily a bad mid. I mean, maybe not
No.
chosen in high-level games, but...
I think it's really strong. I mean, silence.
Sure.
You max out your witchcraft and your silence. It's a massive AOE silence for more than 50% of the time. It's really big if you can get the
Yeah.
levels on it.
Yeah, with AoE, it's crazy. And like moving at supersonic speed as well when
Oh.
she gets leveled up, although
So
moved like a
tough.
slug in the beginning of the game.
That's true. But you know,
All
you
right,
see,
carry on.
you see shadow shamans, you see Rubiks, you see other sort of caster types going mid.
Sure.
So you know, why not a Death Prophet?
I'm just kind of wondering why the Spectre is going hard lane.
Oh.
Like when you have two supports in the safe lane, I would definitely have put like the Windrunner support, that maybe the Sand King support with the Spectre in the safe lane. But,
Yeah, well, let me answer your question with another question. How come 45 seconds in or so, there's only been one last hit on any creep so far? in the
And
game?
then first blood against the Slark. Well, he got blue and through, he put in those
Bust down
pods,
radiant structures
and
now.
I guess didn't get his leap. Or
Oh,
no, he
I-
did. He did get
yeah,
a pounce. He just didn't
yeah.
pounce out of the cog.
I saw the clockwork was leashed at the end, so
Yeah.
maybe jump straight into the clockwork, just a little bit of an, aim issue, I suppose. Looks like a Bloodseeker off lane and tri lane coming out from Dire. I don't see any kill potential. Shadow Demon, Slark are bad. You're not going to kill anything. None of those heroes can jungle.
Although Shadow Demon perhaps changing his mind, realizing that, and cleverly going bottom. So,
Oh,
the
Well.
Invoker has already lost a lot of health, starting off with a Tango and a Blades of Attack. Now, this is probably not ideal. I don't know if he's going to be going bottom, but that doesn't seem like enough regen, and certainly no staff is never a good plan.
yeah, I have seen this build to try and counteract the Invoker's atrocious base damage. You get Exhort, rush for Blades of Attack, try and get Phase Boot so you can get a last hit or two, but you need to
Going
have a
with
little bit
stats.
more regen, you need to have the Courier Ferry stuff towards you, you need to use Quas so you get, I think it's 1 health, yeah, you could get an extra 3 health per second if you just started using Quas right now, but sticking
And
with
meanwhile,
Exhort,
the Clockwork has got the Abaddon stuck in his cogs, and he goes down as well. Not sure if he had his shield. He
a
did
little
use
bit of
his
old
shield,
chat
but-
BM.
Yeah.
Love
I
it.
don't
Oh,
know.
and there's a Sunstrike used on Death Prophet, does about 60 damage, and Invoker nearly pays for a
Meanwhile,
reply.
Invoker extremely low. Looking at down the bottom, the Bloodseeker has gone straight for Tranquil Boots. Nothing
Dire's
else.
mid tower could use a little
That,
help.
I mean, Tranquil Boots got a massive buff.
They
Oh, now
did,
there's
but
Burrow Strike coming in. And it could be a kill. Yep, nice power shot coming
just-
through.
it's extremely strange when he has his Bloodbath, which gains health after each creep he hits. And whenever he hits a creep, it also disables the Tranquil Boots.
Yeah.
So, yeah, really the
Well-
last choice of boots, I should think. He doesn't really have health problems in lane if he can last hit at all.
Yeah, well, looking at the last hit chart, that might be a really big hit. But 3 minutes in, and topping the chart is a Sand King with 9. That's not many last hits, and he's rushing a Null Talisman. Could be looking towards a Dagon. No,
Let's hope not.
I don't want
We
it.
really want the Blink Dagger on Sand King, it is so strong.
Yeah, oh yeah, Blink Dagger, Sand King, super strong. I really like rushing Arcane Boots. You have
Oh
massive
yeah,
mon-
absolutely.
and he's got a Windrunner in lane, so together they can be quite a potent combination.
Invoker's still very low at mid lane, and only his Blades of Attack now, having used up his 4 tangos.
Yeah, but he's going a Forge Spirit. I really like Forge Spirit. Oh god, he's gonna die.
He's going a Forge Spirit, but he's throwing the Forge Spirit in there, which is fine, doing some big damage, but he's also thrown in his own body and the Death Prophet as well. Then on the top, with slight miss with the cogs, but Tyrant draining up mana. Going on the Slark, I don't think he's going to be able to get him here, and the Slark going with a Soul Ring recipe.
Yeah, he's had that from the start. That was with his starting gold. He got that.
Oh, that is an interesting leap!
What's he done?
The leap!
Tragic counts. A dashed shame, and Kevin O'Leary was a little bit, I think, justified the smack talk.
Dyer's
It's
mid
just
tower's having
horrific.
technical difficulties.
Oh, dear.
Lots of auto-attacking going on in this game. Not something you see from your Ferrari 430s, your Dendys, your Xiaowaits. So,
Yeah, pushing
sure.
the lane is never ideal.
well, I mean, it can be ideal. I've seen lanes being pushed as a good idea. That can
Not
happen.
this, yeah.
No,
so-
not this.
Just not this, essentially.
Invoker ferries himself to south, charges through creep, and with no creeps or anything else in the lane, still struggling to get the last hits. Struggling
How about
mightily,
that?
but he's up to 4 last hits now. What a man.
4 in the mid lane as Invoker, and he's already extremely low again. He's gone back and purchased himself a health potion, which is going to pop now. Yeah, it's not looking ideal. He doesn't have much cash. He's not really getting anywhere.
He just
Only level
re-invoked
5
the same
with the-
spell.
Yeah. Level, level 7 Death Prophet, and the Invoker's still on level 5.
Death Prophet, I'm not sure, maybe it wins the lane against an Invoker. Maybe that's a reasonable thing. A Fortify being used while the tower is taking damage, that's more impressive than I might have expected from some of these players.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It's just a couple of flaws being shown up.
Ooh, that
some of the-
Sunstrike definitely connecting with the Death Prophet, but she doesn't care. She's just going to stand there and take it like a man. Getting a little low.
has no health, or mana, or bottle.
So it's opts to tank the creep.
Off the tank for creep at that stage. And as low quality as some of Invoker's play has been, does have enough damage in the Sunstrike. Not the mana, but the damage to kill off that Prophet. So, bold, enterprising play coming out from that Prophet, not giving 2 shits about her impending doom.
Absolutely not. The Clockwork going with a pretty solid build, item-wise, and skill-wise, actually. I think he's got it about right. The Spectre
Radiant's
also with a pretty
mid-tower's
good
getting
skill build,
banged
I would
up.
say. Good to get a few in that Desolate, and they're not taking too much damage, so only 1 in Dispersion is probably, like, fine.
Yeah, the first point in Dispersion gives you 10% more, the second point gives you 4%, so it scales really badly after
Yeah.
that first
Radiant's
point.
mid-tower's
So I think
getting
it's just
apart.
important to get 1 in there, then you can move on to other stuff.
Yeah, and the Reflect, like, Spectre doesn't really have much health, so
No.
Dispersion really doesn't achieve that much in terms of absolute damage.
No. Now they looks like they could be going top against the bad Chuck a Dagger,
Keep
that's
getting
all,
low.
all of Spectre's mana, and will not follow it up, will not do anything with that. That's,
Will tank the tower, and get leashed, in fact.
well, that's a nice leash.
Tower shots if Ibadan can get in there.
Nice Death Coil.
Quite, Clockwork might actually be able to pull the Ibadan out. He gets isolated by the cogs, and that'll be the end of him, so...
Kevin O'Leary, after a bit of smack talk, showing his skills,
Yeah.
chasing down the Slark now, who is starting to max out Essence Shift. Another, I would go questionable decision. Not a big fan of Essence Shift, much like the Dispersion on Spectre. You just want the 1
Yeah.
to get in those mad
mid-tower
fights.
won't last much longer.
No, not my favorite skill build, if I was real honest with you.
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
Death Prophet now pushing out the mid lane, deciding not to use Exorcism, which is a great tower pushing spell. Does nuke down the creep wave with Swarm Bow. Tanks a little bit of tower just for good measure.
And now just the Clockwork top. Maybe he'll be able to
Dyer's
go
mid
again.
tower's having
No,
technical
he's kind of out of mana.
difficulties.
Not for his battery itself.
Oh, Sunstrike, it's
Oh.
gonna hit! Bang!
Dyer's
mid.
mid tower won't
No,
last
it was
much
bottom.
longer.
Invoker, I don't know how he had vision on that, but the
Couldn't
Sand
hang
King has
on
been
to that
standing there, I was
mid-tower.
just about to mention, been standing there on about 110 health. Forever. Not much mana either, has no health potions. Looks like, yeah, he was burying a salve out to himself on the courier, but just
okay.
standing perfectly still on low health against an invoker. Not the finest move of all time. And now,
It's good to be aware of, yes.
now looking up at
Looking at mid lane, it's a bit of a standoff.
What a
there.
horn! What a horn! Now the invoker just tanking it
Somebody's
out.
cooking.
No crit swarm being thrown out. Meanwhile, at bottom lane, Windrunner picks up Shadow Demon. Looks like she used Power Shot to secure that kill,
Yep.
and has leveled up her ult.
Yeah, Windrunner ult, not the best early game.
I think
Fighters.
possibly the worst ult I can think of in the game.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really not very good.
One of the few that is good to not
Dire's
screw
mid
up for a
tower's
very long
having
time.
technical
Yeah.
difficulties.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, where Shackle Shot, very strong though, so...
Yeah, Shackle Shot is good to level.
Very
Power
good
Shot's good to level.
Power
She's-
Shot is maxed out, so that's good.
That is nice. And Windrun, it doesn't scale too badly. The difference between 2.75 and 3.5 seconds in Windrun, you know, it can be your life. So, not...
Fair enough, especially
not
against a Bloodseeker who may be hunting you down at 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, not my favorite decision, but I think a defensible one, depending on your lanes. Now Death Prophet standing on low health
The
mana
Dire
in
best
the
do
enemy
something
secret
about that
shop
bottom
Yeah,
tower.
Death Prophet doing a lot of kind of standing around. The Shadow Demon managed to save her from that Sunstrike, and now with
Guess
that move
what's
speed,
happening at the
it's like
Dire
taking out, oh no, yeah, and there it is. Yeah, the Rupture being popped on her, so
Yeah.
take her out.
I was wondering how that Invoker killed off the stacking early in the bot tower, but of course, new Bloodseeker has global
Oh,
vision
cool.
with his burst.
Yes,
Yeah,
that would help.
yeah,
The more
it will
reason
help.
notwithstanding exactly, precisely still on low health.
Yeah, well, that's a great idea. I think you've hit the nail on the head. Don't do that. That is a bad thing to do.
So the Spectre going for a Ring of Health, is this a potential Battle Fury?
It could be a Battle Fury. I suspect that these players might be following guides pretty robotically, just accepting whatever they're told. And I think a lot of guys would recommend the Vanguard on Spectre. So
Oh yeah.
with a Stout Shield, Ring of Health,
Yeah,
could be a
that.
casual Stout Shield into
That's
Battle
4
Fury,
in a
but
row.
my initial suspicion is it
Five
could be
in a
looking
row.
towards a Vanguard.
2 down.
Yeah.
Windrunner picks up a double kill on the bottom lane.
Well, missed that, but there you go. And Sankin getting a little low, but the Bloodseeker's down, so
Let's
there
take us
won't be
down,
vision
but
for the
Dire's
Sunstrike
bottom
at the
tower's
moment.
getting the business.
Sunstrike.
However, once he gets back up,
Can't do
not,
nothing
not
about
enough
Dire's
mana for
structures
Sunstrike
right
at the
now.
moment, I would say.
yes, that as well.
And now
The Dire
Sand
best
King,
do something
not
about
giving
that
two
bottom
shits.
tower.
He's on 190 health and he's standing next to tower. And I think there's a really good chance that he's just going to tank it a little bit here because
Guess
he doesn't
what's
really know
happening
what's
at
going
the
on.
bottom
Yeah, I
tower.
think.
Yeah, and
I
there it
think-
is, and there it is.
oh,
He's going to die. He's going to die. He's done it.
Bloodseeker not required.
Dire took up the
Going
bottom
down
tower.
the tower.
His body was ready. His time was up. His body was ready, and he took his death like a man. So I applaud him.
Better to die to the tower than to the Bloodseeker, I suppose. Now that Slark going on the Death Prophet here, he's going to pick up
Misses
the
his
haste
pounce.
rune? No, he's not.
There's a haste rune. Take the haste
Yes,
rune.
he is
Yeah.
going to pick up the haste rune. Didn't
Tries
really...
to find the least efficient way to pick up the haste rune and does so.
Death
Don't
Prophet
know.
helping him
Death
out by walking
Prophet.
back in.
He's just gonna spot him one
There's the
and
leash, a
stand
very
in
good
front
lead
of him.
actually.
Oh.
And manages to pick him off. Yeah, he was very much in two minds about that haste rune. Really split. Decides to pick it up, and I think the Death Prophet would definitely have been safe if it kept walking out, but instead kind of walks back in for a bit.
Yeah, I think it's possible, maybe could be, that the Slark with the Bloodseeker's vision and the Sunstrike could have maybe gotten the kill, but yeah, I tend to think if he just runs away, he should be okay. Now Sand King going in on the Shadow Demon bottom lane, needs to slap those creeps. He's maxing out his Caustic Finale second, no levels in Sandstorm, which is a horrible idea.
Yeah, definitely at least one level.
At the
Always-
very
always
minimum,
plan.
you can do so much with that Sandstorm, and now he's in trouble. Rupture not quite off cooldown.
Oh,
Now
and
it is.
Slark jumping in. Manages to
Slark
get a
jumps-
leap, but
Doesn't decide
doesn't
to attack
attack.
it.
Yes.
Well,
I
new
don't
meta,
think there
Dire's
is...
top tower.
You made a
You know
leap
the
but
drill.
don't attack.
very new, very shiny.
So here the safe lane, the hard lane for Radiant where the Spectre is farming seems very safe. So I would say that the Clockwork should really be roaming and potentially ganking.
The Dire might want to
So far the
mine that
Radiant
top
has
tower.
been religiously sticking to its lanes that it has started in. The Dire moving around a little more.
Looks like a 4-man
Yeah,
game.
Sun Strike in the
Getting
middle.
beat down.
And
And-
yeah, well,
but
Death
they're
should
probably
be 10,000% dead.
Oh no, no, if he pops off his ult just in time, that's a 100-second cooldown when he's going to be back in 30 seconds. That
Oh,
is a
well,
garbage.
did you see that Rocket Flare
Yeah,
activate
it was
the Abaddon ult?
Nice rocket flare, activating borrowed time. Always very nice to get that back on cooldown if you're on the Radiant side. But
Now the Spectre TPing mid helped.
coming away from his lane so the Clockwork can get solo farm, I suppose. Now the epicenter
Oh,
being
well,
charged. He's got it off. He's not walking towards
Epicenter.
them though. A really inefficient epicenter
Dire's
that
bottom
does manage
tower's
to
getting
pick off
business.
the Bloodseeker. Last hit going to the Clockwork with a rocket flare, I believe. And he is
He
so
doesn't know what to
desperate.
believe.
Dire's bottom tower.
He is absolutely ecstatic with himself, and now the Sand King. Oh wow! That was a ranged attack. I swear the Sand King just used range. He does die anyway,
Dire's
but
top tower's getting beat down.
this Kevin O'Leary is seriously impressed with himself. He's never
He's
seen.
managed to get the
such-
luckiest Rocket Flare I've just about ever seen.
The Dire
and,
might
yeah,
want to mine their top tower.
Managed to get the
I,
last hit on that.
I like benefit of a doubt. I like, you know, not saying it was luck or skill when it could have been skill. But I think in this case, I think it's fair enough.
I think in
Dire's
this case,
top
yeah,
tower.
the evidence
You
given
know
by
the
that.
drill.
I
What?
think
Kind of, yeah.
doesn't know what's going on.
Defeats any analysis of my trying to
Dire's
get
lost
out
the
there. But
top
anyway,
tower.
yes, Clockwork managing to push top tower down, and that's very good. I mean, the Dire not opting to defend that, they probably should have really.
Yeah,
And-
that's an important power for them. Meanwhile, in mid, it looks like Rupture being popped off on Dev Prophet.
Rupture being laid down there. Yeah, I think the newer players generally don't like to, or don't care too much about defending their towers, and or don't really realize the importance of that early gold that you get from towers. So yeah, letting that one go, and now 3 towers down for the Radiant to none for the Dire. So if we look at the gold graph, the Radiant very
The
strongly in
Dire
the lead
best
there.
do something
and,
about that bottom
I mean,
tower.
the kills help, but that's going to be a lot because of the towers as well.
Yeah, you'll see they also pick up a big experience advantage, and part of what you were saying
Dire's
earlier
bottom
about
tower's
the
getting business.
rotations coming out from the Dire, that is going to reduce the amount of time you're in lane getting experience. So I
Yeah.
think that's a big reason we see
The
the,
Dire
what,
best do something
6,000 or
about
so
that
lead
Dire's bottom
uh,
tower.
for the
Blown
Dire.
bids.
For sure. So yeah, I mean, roaming around is great if you can get the kills from it.
Yep, look up at top lane.
Yep, top lane.
Clock and the Batten to try and take out this Clockwork. He's given them enough bad manners, and now they want to kill. Invoker coming in, and they will get it.
They will get it, but managing to pop up the Abaddon ult and Clark getting very low there.
It doesn't matter if Slock is low. That damn Shadow Dance, he will be 100% in about a quarter of a second. I hate that damn.
Yeah, giving ridiculous health regen.
And he is effectively invulnerable with the new Shadow Dance. Completely undetectable. Not invisible, undetectable.
Yeah.
Really problematic.
Completely unique thing, isn't it? Just for Clark.
Uh,
Magically undetectable.
Yeah, I believe it is, yeah. Oh, Spectre popping off Haunt. Let's see if he reality's in anywhere.
No.
Does he know what reality is? No, he's just using it to run away. That's 120 second cooldown used for some 100 damage harass.
So yeah, really the Spectre should probably be off farming safe lane, and you can use the Haunt to move in when there's a team fight.
He is chasing down the Abaddon now. Abaddon has the Tranquil Boost. There's
No
great
breaking
move
through
speed
the
and
Dire
health regen.
structures for now.
Borrowed time just coming off cooldown too, so he'll be
Probably
absolutely
not
fine.
too bad on Abaddon actually, because he's not auto-attacking all that much. It's
No.
terrible on any hero that you want to farm with, like Bloodseeker for example. Terrible,
Yeah, really.
decision. But if you're not an auto-attacking / carry hero, then yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Well, those ghosts doing a ridiculous amount of damage to Clark, and he's just instantly destroyed.
Oh!
But also healing up and then destroying the Abaddon. Will he go down?
Oh, he must.
Yes, he will. I couldn't
He's
forget
standing
that.
there like a man. He wants it. Oh, Clockwork.
Yeah.
Actually proving
Radiant's
some
bottom
use.
tower ain't a
Yep,
pretty
no, he's got
sight
a
right
very
now.
good hook shot.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower's
it was
getting
nice. I mean,
beat down.
Abaddon running in a straight line. He had
well,
Very-
Death Prophet taking that like man, Sunstrike in the face, but the Ghost should be able to heal her up and she'll be just fine. The Rupture going down, the Windrunner who's sprinting around manages to restrain
Radiant's
himself.
bottom
75
tower
health.
seen better days.
Oh my
Dire's top
god.
tower, you know the drill.
So Death Prophet looks like she's going Bloodstone. Definitely a good decision.
Dire's
Great
got
item.
one last top tower.
Death Prophet.
Yep.
Trouble
And it has
going
been
on
buffed
Radiant's bottom
recently,
tower.
now that it has the extra 10 damage, and with buybacks being nerfed, the ability to get back
Radiant's
into fights
bottom
sooner
tower
with the
ain't a pretty
Bloodstone,
sight
very,
right
very
now.
useful.
Dire's
Absolutely.
top tower's getting beat down.
Sanking thinking about going on the Slark, but then thinking better of it, so that's good. The Clockwork maybe going for a mech
Do it with
with
flair.
the Buckler there.
I don't think casual buckler is ever a thing, but
Yeah, so hopefully he's going for the mech. I don't think that mech is a bad thing on Clockwork. He's
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
I
tower
think,
seen better
creates his armor,
days.
that's good. Bit of heal, that's always good.
with
So-
point with the bottle and Arcane with Magic Wand, he has got a lot of mana available to him. Shadow Demon going down bottom lane, Clockwork hooked into the ass of his own Death Prophet,
Yep.
but does manage to regain some respect for himself.
Works out
Hitting.
fine. But now the Clockwork going Force, well, he's going Staff of Intelligence, or Staff of Wizardry, sorry, so maybe a 4-star, perhaps. Maybe
Radiant's
give it up
Would
to
be an
them for now.
academic?
Comes a hand.
Oh, maybe, yeah, true. Oh, of course, he does have the point booster, so yeah, I would think in Aghanim's. Cool.
Very low Bloodseeker trying to get away, Death Prophet running in, does have just enough for one nuke, and nicely done, hits it at full range after getting off the auto attack. That was nicely done. Now the Spectre,
Haunt being
haunting in.
used, but no, not deciding to do anything. So yeah, again, the Spectre should really be AFK farming somewhere, probably bottom lane at the moment, but instead opting to stay with its team and not really helping its XP. Level 10 on the Spectre, what's that compared to everyone else? Not very
Dire's
good,
mid-tower
really,
could
and
use a
that's
little
going
help.
to come from never being solo farming the whole game. It's not going to help your level.
I mean, it can be fine. You see more and more nowadays Spectres joining the fight early. You see, rather than rushing that Radiance, they can be picked off so often in the sort of 15-20 minutes it takes to get that Radiance. And so, phase, drums, more mobility items, and Spectre can become a powerful force with that Haunt early on in the game, before moving into that Radiance. But I don't think that these guys know that.
But yeah, I mean, it has gone Vanguard as well, which helps to be a good early game hero. And now the Ghost just doing ridiculous damage to my entire team.
Leash being thrown out by the Slark, but he's going to be
Oh,
taken
the
out.
Invoker
before
is
the running
asking
forward.
for it.
Invoker asking for it. He's
yeah.
saying pretty please. Shadow Demon though rushes in and takes what the Invoker wants. The Invoker looking to get some on the back line, just goes charging through, but it's like
Yeah, I mean,
Escobar.
Abaddon was safe, but
Dire's
decided to come
mid-tower's
back in
having
and take it,
technical
so
difficulties.
that was the ending as well. GG called by Abaddon. Oh, Windrunner
Dire's
extremely
mid-tower
low with
needs
that
a little
Sunstrike
help.
going down.
Dire's mid-tower's nothing now.
Taking some melting strikes as well from the Forge Spirit. The Invoker
Ain't
he's
looking good for Dire's mid-ranks.
it sort of makes sense what he's doing. He's doing some stuff right. He's getting the Forge Spirit out. He's getting 4 levels in Quas and Exhaust, which gets you double Forge Spirit, which to me is the most powerful spell in Invoker's arsenal. Using the Sunstrike effectively.
Slark jumping into the entire team, getting a bit greedy there, and will be, yeah, rather
Well,
eviscerated.
Goodbye.
King has picked up a level in his Sandstorm, but they have
Somebody's
protection.
on a roll.
So,
Press forward a roll.
I think that'll be the Bloodseeker helping him out there.
oh, Bloodseeker, of course, again, yeah. Bloodseeker pretty useful box for that.
Homing in.
Dire's mid-ranks is getting swamped.
And yeah, I think it was a fair GG call. This has gone horribly wrong for the Dire team. They got a 15,000 experience deficit, about a 23,000 gold deficit. It's just horrific. Invoker looking to acquire some depth.
Radiant's top
Get
tower.
out.
Just activating the ghosts on the tower.
Yep.
Just
Needs
taking
to
that.
not stand in range of both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
You can probably
using
take
the
one.
ghosts on the
Towers in bad
superficial
shape.
buildings, getting that gold. Whatever. The Clockwork with 6 kills here.
Boom, there it goes.
It's a decent performance. He is going towards that Aghanim Scepter. But, oh, Rupture being used on the Death Prophet. He's trying to kill the Bloodseeker first. Spectre helping him out, and nice Shackle Shot.
Yeah. That
I'm gonna go with
team
a good
is
shackle
great.
shot. I'm gonna be that generous. A good shackle shot being used by Windrunner.
Okay. But yeah, the Bloodseeker making a questionable decision to run in completely alone. And yeah, getting destroyed. Really putting himself in a position where something like that was always going to happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not a good
And the
decision.
Clockwork may be looking for a hook here, and we'll get rid of the disruption. Spectre
Nice
doesn't give a shit
maybe
any
you'll be
longer.
running fine.
Spectre with the upgraded diffusal blade already. Very fast from level 1 to level 2. Really wanted that extra damage. Oh, the Clockwork just escaping from that Slark.
Smallest of health. Chucking back that rocket flip. I'm actually a really massive fan of upgrading your diffusal blade early. The amount of extra burn damage you get, especially on your Phantom Lances and your Spectre Horn Division, or Rupture being chucked on Death Pockets, and now a Bloodseeker, he'll get an easy pickup. But like I was saying, oh no, don't look at the Bloodseeker's items, don't do it. So the diffusal blade,
Bottom tower.
diffusal blade gets you 16 extra mana burn, it gets you lots of extra agility and intelligence. Now go ahead,
That's
give us
four
what
in a
you think
row.
of that Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I mean, why? Why?
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
Really, as a Bloodseeker, you need damage items, and you don't need Life Steal, because you already get a ridiculous amount of health from last hitting enemy units. I mean, maybe once you have attack speed and attack damage, but they should be your priorities. 2 gloves of pace, it's not going to achieve anything at all. It's just awful. I mean, a Yasha would be alright, a Mantis style even.
Yeah.
A
A lot of people enjoy moving towards a, oh god, the Shadow Demon. He just stood there right-clicking a guy twice his level with twice as much damage. And, for some reason he died.
Yeah.
Now, Bloodseeker getting a similar treatment. Horn's available and he'll use it, and he realities as well! What an
Very
impressive
impressive.
Spectre.
And looks like Phantom's
Somebody's
gonna go
on
down
a
as well.
roll.
So
3 down.
here they all go, really.
Dyer's mid tower could
What?
use a little help.
Honorable 52.
Radiant's bottom
What a
tower
profit.
seen better days.
And, Radiant's recipe being picked up on the Spectre well before he has money for any kind of relic.
Yep. Always best to get the relic first, seeing as the recipe does shit all for you.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
Just-
I'm not a fan of buying any recipe before you get the rest of the components of the item, including Soul Ring at the start of the game. I don't think that's really a thing.
I think it can be useful in some pretty limited circumstances.
Yeah.
Hand of Midas, you can send that out with the courier first,
fair
because you can up the gloves at side shop, and that's a timing dependent item. But yeah, I think by and large you've got it right. Just buy the items that go into the item, the bigger item, and then there's a recipe, and yeah, that made sense. I said that right.
Yeah. Also, Radiance on Spectre at this stage, I mean, it's a bit of fun, I suppose, but I would be going for pure damage at this point, because that Spectre is completely trapped by those creeps and doesn't know what to think. That was quite funny. But yeah, I think that the Spectre isn't
Standing in that meteor with a ready. Yeah, I agree. I mean,
normally it would need more survivability than just the Vanguard would provide, but in this game, seeing as they are winning by so much, I think just pure damage.
I think in this game, I think a Yule's probably would have worked, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
Probably.
The Slark's body was ready, he takes a spill. Attacking quickly, he's got a Master Mass, that's nice. Borrowed Time popped off on a Batten, and Windrunner shooting him in the face.
And Clockwork, ready with the cogs hooked, and yeah, didn't even need the cogs.
I'll talk your ears.
And the Dire team extremely split up. It seems like they've at least partly given up, but yeah, you should really have your team together.
It is a bit difficult to tell whether they've given up or not, I'm afraid.
You know the drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not,
Coming in.
not the greatest play I've ever seen, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I don't know what it means, but it's horrible. Oh, what a horrible thing. Windrunner actually finding an effective use for her focus fire. The only time I ever really want to use this is when you're massively ahead and you can take down a tower quickly. But she's gotten 7. Which sucks.
And the cog goes demolishing that Shadow Demon. Having a bad trying to get near the cogs.
Yeah, he's getting nicely healed up though. Ghost Spirit helping him out. And the Death Prophet, probably at the stage he can just dive in. And the block. Oh, using
Dire's
that
mid tower
really
last
strong
was
Shadow Dance. 4 seconds of really undetectable semi-invulnerability.
How about that? Dire's mid
Just get
tower's
stomped.
Somebody's cooking.
So eager for that kill. So sad.
Oh no.
Dire couldn't hang
Clockwork
on
does
to that mid
finish
tower.
off his mech and his Aghanims. So they're pretty good choices on Clockwork.
Focus Fire could be
It's
used on the
some
throne
bad
for
for
Windrun's
Dire's
siding without cosmetic building is what
She needs that
that's
gold. She needs that
Dire's
gold. More
top
gold.
rags.
She's using it! She's done again!
Well, you can use
Dire's
Focus Fire on
engines
this
can
building,
last.
maybe. She's gotta get this gold before into the game. She's determined.
She wants those stats, she wants the
The Dire's
GPM.
engines get
Now
full.
she's looking for some kills!
Ready for them.
She's done it,
She's
she
looking
got
for
it.
more.
Oh, she's
more
got a
of those buildings.
Shiva's guard, that was the long one.
radiant
She
guard.
wanted Shiva.
Yeah.
There's the throne, GG. What a game.
There it is. Okay.
Very impressed to see the Spectre has a whole 3 denies. That's 3 denies more than the rest of the game put together.
Well, I never. Yeah, denying important.
I love denying. I don't know about you guys. I just love denying. Even with the recent nerf on denies against melee range, sorry.
Is that it? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think they're both down to 1/3 effectiveness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I still love denies.
Oh yeah, deny's great fun,
And
especially as a sport.
I
Especially
don't
as mid
love
heroes.
Bloodseeker double gloves. I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't love Bloodseeker double gloves or Tranquil boots, or Helm of the Dominator for that matter. I mean, Helm of the Dominator maybe not the worst, but
No, that could potentially turn into a thing.
yeah.
Spectre with a nice 6-0 and 17.
hmm
Decent farm, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, could have been considerably better, I think, but just by solo farming a bit more and looking for those farm opportunities. But yeah, not bad, and not bad item choices given what happened.
Why's he got a clan tag? How's he got a clan tag when he's, that good?
Maybe he's great at TF2 or something.
Yeah, I think he must. Let's say he's incredibly good at other games.
Yeah, World Championship StarCraft player, I'm sure.
Undoubtedly.
And yep, I think that is that.
Thank you very much, Albie.
Thanks, Tad.
I'll see you next time.